One of the most frustrating symptoms of menopause I have found is this red, itchy skin that flares up every once in a while, and most of the time it's right on my face, and it can be really, really frustrating. And not only is it frustrating to have, but it's frustrating to find out what to do about it and why it's happening. So I went ahead and researched a little bit, and what I figured out is, of course, it's just menopause. When you lose estrogen, that means you're losing collagen, and that can lead to dry, itchy skin. Right now, I'm having a flare up, so it's been very frustrating. I talked to my dermatologist about it, and he gave me some hydrocortisone cream. This is my first recommendation: is try to get yourself some hydrocortisone cream if you're experiencing the same thing. Now, I happen to have flare-ups on my face, but I've heard that you can have it on your body, on your neck, on your hands, and on your arms. But I happen to have it on my face, and I noticed that I get it. I'm putting the hydrocortisone right now on my skin. I've also been prescribed this other one, Desanide cream, but as you can see, I'm out of it. My doctor told me that one is a little bit stronger, and this one is 2.5% hydrocortisone cream, and this is also over the counter. Behind a prescription, but you can get some that are over the counter. Now I'm going to go ahead and just sort of spread this out on my face. I'm going to put this underneath my foundation, which I'm going to talk about in a second. So this is just going to help reduce the inflammation that I'm getting on my face. I'm not sure if it's coming across in the camera, but my face is really red, and it feels like a sunburn. That's what it feels like, a sunburn, but very dry. And I have not been in the sun at all, and it feels dry, and eventually my skin is going to get flaky, as if I had a sunburn on my face, but I wasn't out in the sun. It's really the strangest thing that I've ever seen before. So don't worry, you're not alone, and this is what I'm doing about it. Okay, so I put some of this on before I went to bed last night, and I woke up, my skin was actually feeling pretty good. It was a lot more calmed down. Now I've noticed it's flaring up a little bit, and I think sometimes this gets triggered by events, right? And I noticed that it was triggered when I went to the Coldplay concert. By the way, Coldplay, amazing. When I went to the concert, I was overly dehydrated. I had had a couple of cocktails, so I didn't have any water. So I was overly dehydrated. I was sweating a lot. So I think that kind of triggered it. You have to figure out what your triggers are. And for me, it's that when my body is overheated, I find that makes these flare-ups happen. Okay, so now the hydrocortisone is dry. I'm going to go ahead and take my moisturizer. And again, I'm going to try to, you can use beauty oil too. I tend to stay away from beauty oils on my skin just because I have to kind of get used to beauty oils, to be honest. When I was growing up, my skin was always very oily, and so I had a thing about adding more oil to my skin. But when your skin is dry, oil is usually the best thing for it, because your skin is trying to produce oil naturally. And so if you don't have any oil on your skin, it could cause breakouts and stuff because it's trying to find oil. It's really kind of weird what goes on with our skin sometimes, especially when it's in menopause. And when you're in menopause and you're losing all your hormones and stuff, it's really hard to deal with sometimes. And it's also, to be honest with you, it's hard to find information about it. Like, I find it so hard to find information about anything. You go to your doctor, and a lot of times they don't really know. Menopause is one of those subjects that still not a whole lot is known about, to be honest. That's strange to me, but it's the way it is. All right, so I went ahead and moisturized. So now my skin feels it feels really good right now. Now, when I put the moisturizer on, it stings just a little bit, only because, like I said, this is very similar to a sunburn. So if you were to put a lot of stuff on your skin after a sunburn, it's kind of that stinging sort of sensation. I don't really know how to make that go away, so I just deal with it. And I'm putting a little extra eye cream on because my skin is really dry around my eyes. Okay, then the last thing I'm going to do is I am going to put on foundation. Now, I use a very light foundation that has a serum in it. So again, more skincare, more things to hydrate my skin. So what I do is I'm just taking a couple of drops. You see how very little? Very little. And I'm only doing this just to sort of cover up a little bit of the redness, just like that. And then I'm just going to kind of dapple it in. This foundation is really nice because, like I said, it has the serum in it. It's very light, but it does give you the coverage. So I'm just, you see how little I used, right? So that was just to give me just a tiny bit of help, and it does the skincare on top of it. Again, trying to keep my skin free from a lot of makeup so I don't put anything heavy on it. Trying to give it a little space to breathe. And all day long, I'm going to be hydrating, drinking my lemon water, that kind of stuff, because hydration is just, it's underrated, especially when it comes to menopause. I'm going to put a little blush on, and then I'll be ready. So these are some of the tips that I have for you if you have that dry, inflamed, red skin on your face. It's so funny, I'm looking for your YouTube videos on this, and I can't seem to find any. So I figured, why not make one in case you guys need any help in that area. This is what I do, okay? And there, so hopefully this will help me through the day. I'm going to bring my cream just in case I have to sort of reapply it in spots, but hopefully that will help, and then I won't need that throughout the day. But yeah, this is a really big problem, and these are some of the things that I do to help solve it. So I hope that helped you guys. I'll catch you on the next video.